For the longest time, AI video looked impressive. The visuals were sharp, the motion was smooth, the resolution kept improving. But it didn't truly feel like filmmaking, because real cinema isn't just about movement, it's about emotion. It's about timing, it's about control. AI could animate scenes, it could simulate camera motion. But when it came to subtle performance, dramatic pacing, and emotional impact, something always felt slightly artificial. And that's exactly where Higgsfield changes the game. Higgsfield is one of the fastest growing AI filmmaking platforms right now, built specifically for creators who want more control, not just automation. Inside Cinema Studio 2.0, you're not just typing a prompt and hoping for the best. You're shaping the frame, you're guiding the motion, you're controlling the timing. And that's a very different experience. Not something you fix later in post, but something you direct from the start. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the complete workflow, from building a cinematic frame to directing a controlled multi-shot sequence, and then pushing it further with precise speed ramp timing. Let's get started. Alright friends, to access this tool, click the link provided in the description and you'll land on the official website. Here, you can see multiple creative tools and features available. But today, our highlighted tool from this category is Cinema Studio 2.0. Let's click on it. And here we are. This is the Cinema Studio dashboard. This is the complete workspace. On one side, you have the image generator, and on the other, the cinematic video generator. Now let's understand everything step by step using a project example, so that when you create your own film, you don't face any confusion. We'll start with the image section and generate a frame. This will be our hero frame. Now let's enter a prompt. I've pasted the prompt. From here, you can select how many variations you want to generate. 1, 2, 3 or 4. I'll select 3. From the aspect ratio settings, you can choose a cinematic ratio. You're free to select any format you prefer. I'm selecting 16:9. For resolution, you can go up to 4K. If you want maximum detail and clarity, always select 4K. Using the grid option, you can generate multiple compositions from the same prompt. This makes it easier to compare and choose the best frame. I'll keep it at 1 by 1 for now. Here, under reference elements, you can create a consistent character or object that maintains the same appearance throughout your entire video. To do that, click on Create New Element. Upload 4 images from different angles, assign a name, let's say James. Add a simple description and click Create. I won't do that right now. From here, you can choose your camera. I'll select Studio Digital S35. Lens, Premium Modern Prime. Focal length 35mm. Aperture f4. You can already feel that film director vibe, right? Now I'll click Generate. And within a few moments, it has created 3 frames. The depth of field looks completely natural. No one would immediately say this is AI generated. It feels shot, not generated. The cinematic look, the color grading, the lighting balance, everything looks polished. Now I'll select this image. You can download it from here. You can use it as a reference image. From the 3-dot menu, you can animate it, regenerate variations, or reuse the prompt. Now let's move to the main point. When you click on 3D scene, after processing, you can adjust the focal length dynamically, zooming in or out inside the scene. Once you're satisfied with the composition, click Capture Shot. While that's generating, let's explore another powerful feature. Let's try it on this image. Just look at how realistic this frame appears. Notice the shadows. They look completely natural. It genuinely feels like it was captured with a professional cinema camera. Now, if you click on What's Next, you'll discover additional creative directions. This is a story-based expansion feature, extremely useful for beginners. Let's click on it as well. Great, our 3D scene variation is ready. Now let's check the multi-shot feature. With multi-shot, you can generate multiple cinematic camera angles from a single image. Let's click that. Now the story-based images have been generated. This is an outstanding result. It means you don't need to keep rewriting prompts again and again. In one go, you get multiple story perspectives ready. Now let's see what we have in multi-scene mode. Here, it has generated 9 different camera angles of the same scene. You can click on any of them and upscale for higher quality. You can use them as reference images or directly convert them into video. Now let's move to the video section. This is the director panel. Let's take a closer look. From here, you can add elements or upload an image. Now we'll enter our prompt. You can choose camera movement, static, zoom in, zoom out, whatever fits your scene. For now, I'll keep it on auto. To be more creative, you have 3 shot type options: single shot, multi-shot auto, multi-shot manual. If you want full control, choose multi-shot manual. Here, you can create up to 6 different scenes, assign separate durations, and even write different prompts for each scene. We'll explore that shortly. For now, I'll proceed with multi-shot auto. Aspect ratio 16:9, quality 1080p. Here you can choose the emotional tone or genre: general, action, horror, comedy, western, suspense, intimate, spectacle. I'll select intimate. Audio remains off. Batch size set to 4. Next comes speed ramp, an incredible feature. This allows you to control where the video slows down, where it transitions smoothly, and how the timing flows. Stay till the end of the video because right now I'm keeping the settings simple. Later, we'll experiment with custom speed ramp settings. You'll learn a lot and it's going to be fun. Here, you can set the duration of the clip. The maximum duration is 12 seconds. For now, I'll set it to 6 seconds. And I'll add our generated image as the first frame. Click Generate. Now let's wait. Wow, the result is quite impressive. And remember, this was generated using simple auto settings. Now let's generate another image and experiment further. I'll quickly enter a new prompt. You can observe the settings I'm applying. Generated. 4 images are ready. This one looks good to me. I'll upscale it. And I'll also try multi-shot on this image. It's generating now. The image has been upscaled. Let's check multi-shot. This is incredible. It genuinely looks like real boxing match photography. Now let's try something even more powerful. We'll move to the video section again. This time, under shot type, we'll choose multi-shot manual. Manual means we decide exactly what happens at each moment in our scene. Here, scene 1 and scene 2 will appear as separate segments. Each scene will have its own prompt and its own settings. I've selected scene 1. Now I'll enter the prompt for scene 1. If you need these prompts, just ask me in the comments and I'll share them. Reading everything out loud here becomes difficult. The settings below remain 16:9 1080p. Under emotion, I'll select action. Speed ramp, which plays a very important role here, will remain linear. Scene duration 2 seconds. And I'll select our previously generated image as the start frame. Now scene 2. This will have a different prompt. This time, speed ramp will be set to slow motion. Duration 3 seconds. Now I'll add another scene. I'll enter its prompt. Speed ramp again set to linear. Duration 2 seconds. Basically, the clip will start at normal speed. According to our prompt, the action will unfold. In the middle, when one player lands a punch on the other, the shot will transition into slow motion. And then it will return to normal speed. That's the idea. Let's see how it generates. I've generated 2 clips. The clips are ready. Let's check them. Look at this. Wow, that's really good. Let's check the second one. Amazing. This turned out extremely well. If I had extended the middle scene to 5 or 6 seconds, the slow motion impact would have been captured even more dramatically. But even now, this looks like a proper movie shot. Just imagine, if people like us, who may not fully understand cinematography, can create results like this, what could professionals achieve with this level of control? Honestly, Higgsfield has once again delivered something impressive. If you want to try Cinema Studio 2.0 yourself, I've provided all the links in the description and pinned comment, including my unique link. You can use that to check out Cinema Studio. What did you create, and how was your experience? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care.